but I have to say this. There is a bartender in Arizona named Alyssa Dunn. She goes by Hell Queen Cocktails on TikTok and Instagram. I don't think she has a YouTube. She does this whole series that I love where people ask her questions and then she answers the questions about certain things. And she was weighing in on the skinny margarita, saying that a skinny margarita has agave and that the reason why it has agave is because it is a more natural, better sugar source that's more healthy or whatever. And I have to kind of weigh in on this because I just want this to be kind of a meeting of the minds, but I just wanted to weigh in on like what my thoughts on this were because I think that it's totally different. So in my estimation, there is no such thing as a skinny margarita. The skinny margarita was an invention of one of the Real Housewives of New York named Bethany Frankel, who created a brand called Skinny Girl Margarita. And what she did was she bottled this margarita mix that had, some terrible shelf-stable lime juice, tequila, and orange liqueur. And the thing is that that would be what a skinny margarita, or I guess it should be what a skinny margarita is because the liqueur is adding a little bit of sugar, but not a lot of sugar. It's a much lower sugar content than it would have if you put agave into a margarita. But that spec is the original margarita. So like the original margarita all the way back to like 1938 or something, the original margarita was actually called the tequila sour and all it was lime, tequila, and Cointreau or some type of orange liqueur. And when the first margarita came around, it was also just lime, tequila, and Cointreau or orange liqueur, right? So basically what she did was she branded just like a regular margarita as skinny and then marketed it. It was brilliant marketing, the same way that Tito's said it's gluten-free because it's made with corn, even though all distilled spirits are gluten-free. She just sort of capitalized on that and sold the company for $100 million, right? It's just like very smart business. Agave is a pretty modern addition to margaritas. So the agave came about when Julio Bermejo of Tommy's Mexican restaurant in San Francisco dropped the orange liqueur and just put agave in there. Before Whole Foods, before like agave was like this big thing, nobody had heard of that, and he made the Tommy's margarita. And so that has agave in it. But the thing is that if you're looking at agave as like a more natural source of sugar than processed sugar, that's where you're completely wrong because agave is from a natural source, right? But so is sugar. Sugar is also from a natural source. It's from a sugar cane or a sugar beet, actually, or a sugar, I know, or a sugar beet, right? Those are natural sources of sugar. But then they are basically refined, and then you create this refined sugar, dehydrated and refined and stuff. Whereas agave, although it is from the agave plant, it has to go through a chemical process to extract the sugars from the plant. And so it's actually worse for you. And it has been proven to be a lot worse for you. So it makes no sense that a skinny margarita would even have a 1/4 ounce of agave. It's a lot healthier and less sugar if you use like an orange liqueur. That said, I know that skinny margaritas have sort of taken the industry by storm and people want to go in there and feel like they're doing something healthier for themselves when really it's like if you're trying to lose weight and you're trying to be healthy, you probably just shouldn't be drinking at all. Like not even a little bit, or drink a very low amount of alcohol because I'm pretty sure, and maybe some nerd in the comments is going to be like, well, actually, I'm a scientist and you're wrong, but I'm pretty sure that your body breaks down alcohol just like it does sugar. And so it's not any better for you and it's terrible for your liver. So we should all do this in moderation regardless. And that's what I got to say about the margarita. The margarita.